just looking at this thing, and I did a video a while ago. I got it out of the tree, and that's probably, I don't know, maybe 30 pounds of flesh left on this. But it just does not look like a knife has really cut that. It looks like it's been torn out. I mean, I see no knife marks at all. And this is off of a young deer. I've got hair all over it. And I don't think that's really booger hair. It looks like Bailey hair. But her hair just gets everywhere. This thing's starting to get a little bit rank. But right there's a hole in it. Now, I don't think that this is a... Look here. That's been cut off. Right? That's its head. Would have been cut off. I'm gonna take this off after today. It's starting to sour a little bit. There's a bullet hole in it. This is a young deer. I'm not sure why they would cut the head off of a young deer. I mean, who knows? I guess different people do different things. That looks like a bullet hole. It's a good shot, right in the heart. Watch out, Gray Kid. I'm doing this investigation, not you, sir. You can do the follow-up. But look how all this is torn out. I mean, something's definitely been a munching on this. I don't think it's a dog man. If it's a dog man, it would have been a different track over there. I brought this in closer to the house so I could film it. It was wedged up in there really good. I got another video that I took off my good camera to see if it would come in better. But look, the size of this track is just... I was studying on it earlier too. But you can still kind of make out the toes in it. It's not real good. And leaves and stuff in it. But you can see where its heel is actually dug down in back here. But it looks like it's the left foot. Gray Cat. You're a camera hog, sir. But see how this stone has moss on it? This one used to have it, and I think it stepped on that. There's a couple loose pieces of bark that I showed in the other video. It almost looks like something had put its hand right here, from here to here. I mean, I'm not saying this was what that is, but the bark, and this is the only place on the tree I can find this. And then up there, you know, I reached about 8 foot up. It was right up there, close to 10 foot up in the tree. So it had to be something bigger than me. The foot's definitely bigger than mine. The hand, if that is what that is on the tree, is bigger than mine. It's just weird. But I got more video and I got it uploading. I was going to try to do this yesterday, but my boss came down to hunt while I went into work. And I showed him this out there, out in the tree. It tripped him out. He said, well, I'm definitely not staying out after dark. But he knows about them down here too. He's had an experience down here with them, throwing rocks whenever he was hunting a couple of years ago. And he was down here whenever the peanut butter jar deal happened. So that's that. But I don't know, there's a young deer. I mean, probably a year-old deer, you know. It was over a year old, I would suppose. It's still a young deer that has been shot. I guess it's been, the meat's been harvested, but something else is I mean, that just looks like cut marks on that to me, like a saw or something. Now, where this would have came from, because, you know, if somebody was to bring it up my holler and dump it out, I would know about that. I would have heard the alarms, unless they done it without a, you know, while I'm going to work or whatever. But I don't see why anybody would do that. I mean, I know that you gotta get rid of the carcasses somewhere, but I'm thinking that happened from maybe the hunting club over there towards Uncle Bob's, out that way. They did tell me that they got a deer, and it could have been, you know, somebody else. But remember the coyotes and stuff we've been hearing? Maybe they had cut it up and the coyotes had found that carcass. And then, you know, the boogers, who knows, the boogers might use coyotes to locate different food sources. I don't know. I'm just purely speculating. I mean, anything could have happened. You know, Bailey could have found it somewhere and drug it in here. That's not what I think happens. And I definitely don't think Bailey put the deer 10 foot up in a tree. On the other video that I did out here a while ago, I heard a howl. As I had to take a stick and push that out of the tree. It was put in there pretty good force. But just an update. I'll have another video out later. Any questions before I get off here? Coyotes would have, you know, that would have been scattered if coyotes would have really found it. But who knows? Like I said, if you watch any of my live videos, we hear a lot of coyotes and different screams around the coyotes and stuff. And I don't think it's all coyotes making the noises. But you can catch, like if I come on live, we usually get some pretty creepy stuff. And I don't, you know, I just don't put out the videos because it usually goes on for a few hours. But coyotes would have definitely tore it all apart. But, you know, if the coyotes find something and the boogers are keeping an eye on them, then the booger could have got him. Look how mean Orange Cat is. He is a true killer. Watch him. Poor old gray cat's just a fat cat. Yeah, I feel a lot better. I still got the runny nose and stuff, but I kind of took it easy yesterday. Like I said, my boss came in to do some hunting and whatnot, but he's on vacation this week, so I'm at work all by myself. You cats are silly. Alright, everybody, that's it for now. I gotta get ready for work. Everybody have a good day, have a blessed day. Thanksgiving's coming up. Everybody go out and get your bellies full. We'll all look like Gray Cat. God bless.